Many great artists have been inspired by angels. Some of the world's greatest masterpieces reflect their beauty and mystery, and that's as true today as it was 1,000 years ago. One man so inspired by angels created the masterpiece of his life.
I don't think I was the chosen one. I think the angels select certain people out there in time of desperation and need. I don't think it was my time to go.
Artist Andy Lakey was leading a dangerous and deadly lifestyle until the day he says the angels came down to save him.
Before my angel encounter, I was in the corporate world, I was in sales, and I was a drug user. But I knew I was heading into some problems because sometimes my drugs came before my bills, and that started scary.
Andy confessed the years of drug abuse were killing him inside until one evening in 1986 when he made a plea for help.
During this party, we were upstairs at my friend's apartment. I felt something very strange. I was very scared. I felt like my body was going to shut down. I was scared to death. I managed to get into my apartment. I do remember crawling to the shower, and I managed to get into the shower, and I put the cold water on. I was still wearing my clothes. I felt my body really starting to go away. So I decided to pray to God that if he'd let me live, not only would I never do drugs again, but I would do something to help mankind. And almost instantly, I felt a twirling sensation around my feet. I started to see the images of angels. This sensation kept going around me faster and faster. These angels came towards me, all as one, and put their arms around me, and I was protected. I wasn't hallucinating. I felt my body dying, and as this twirling experience happened around my feet and coming up to my chest area, I just felt a sense of peace.
After Andy's angel encounter, one of his friends from the party found him frozen in the shower and rushed him to the hospital.
The doctor said that I could have died real easy. He said that there was enough cocaine in the system to kill me.
Was Andy's angel encounter real or merely an hallucination from the drugs?
Something more than a hallucination happened. There's many people that take drugs and they see angels and they have these experiences, but it doesn't make them stop. Andy's experience is similar to a near-death. He got so close to the point of where he could have died. The angels came in, it made such an impression on him that his entire life changed.
Andy believed the angels gave him a second chance. The next day, he quit cold turkey and replaced taking drugs with drawing angels.
What I really did was work, and instead of going home and doing drugs, I'd draw my angel, sometimes for hours, and try to get the image exactly the way that I had felt and seen the angels in the shower.
Andy said an angelic force was pushing him to paint his angels on canvas, but he had no skills as a painter until 1989, when the angels appeared before him once again.
It was like a little subtle ball of light. It came right at me, and it hit me right in my forehead. There's a real shimmering feeling, and I was communicating with three angels, and they were just communicating to me, giving me different types of information. And one was my art technique. And that's how I started off. The next day I started my paintings, and that's how it started.
Before disappearing into the clouds, the three angels told Andy they would visit him again in the year 2000. By that time, he must have completed 2,000 angel paintings, representing each year since the birth of Christ.
They just basically told me, not in words, just paint, and we're going to take care of the rest. You have a kind of a mission.
Andy didn't know what his mission was, but he quit his sales job and miraculously began to paint three-dimensional angels on canvas.
It was my angels that gave me the skill to create the paintings. I have figured out how to manipulate the paint through this meeting with my angels to make it last forever.
Art critics and the news media eventually got wind of Andy's angel paintings that were thought to contain secret symbols and messages on durable raised surfaces.
I said, Andy, these paintings are so interesting. Can I touch them? And I turned to Andy and I said, Andy, you should paint for the blind, not just for the sighted, because your paintings have a message that is delivered visually and is also delivered through the sense of touch.
At that moment, Andy said, he realized what the angels wanted him to do.
And it's kind of like a light bulb went off. My job is to quit drugs and to do something to better mankind or to help mankind. So I figured I would like to start donating my paintings to help children.
Since then, hundreds of humanitarians have purchased Andy's paintings by donating funds to charities for the blind. Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles are among his collectors.
The very first person to respond was the Pope. And the Pope said he'd be honored to have one of my touchable angels in the Vatican.
Andy believes the angels have given him the gift of life, so he in return has given back the gift of art.
There's the chin. Here's the leg. You got to sit down a little. In the past, the only way to appreciate art for a blind person was to touch it, maybe a sculpture. I have recently created my animal paintings. Once you're around 4, 3, and 2-year-old little blind children, and all the love their parents have and all the love the children have, and plus they love my little painting I made for them, it just opened up a whole new world for me.
Along with his animals, Andy says he's determined to finish his 2,000 angelic paintings before his next meeting with the angels.
I know it's going to be the year 2000. I have to wait until 1999 when I finish the last painting. It'll be December 31st, 1999. Right at midnight, I'm going to stroke the heart of the last angel. It'll be angel number 2000.
Andy has already created 700 angel paintings, and he's hoping to teach his secret to others. Angels seem to visit people of all ages and all walks of life. Some are more willing to accept them than others. There are those who welcome angels without question. These are the pure of heart, the innocent, the children. But even these experts have very different perceptions.